The wait continues in Ferguson in the U.S. state of Missouri. The decision still has to be made on whether to indict white police officer Darren Wilson in the shooting death of the unarmed black teenager Michael Brown. A citizens panel has been hearing evidence for the past 2 months, and the prosecutor in the case says a decision is expected by the end of the month. CCTV's Hendrik Sabrandi is live in Ferguson for us tonight with the very latest. And Hendrik, where you are right now, what is the mood and how has it been over the last 24 hours or so?
Well, it's definitely a mood of tension and expectation here. It looks like it's going to be a quiet and rainy weekend here in Ferguson. Sources tell us that the grand jury in this case is not scheduled to reconvene until Monday at the earliest. Alerts for public safety agencies have been scaled back. Those 12-hour shifts for police agencies that were scheduled to begin today have been moved to tomorrow, so clearly no decision this weekend. Under a threatening sky, Ferguson, Missouri is waiting for what lies just beyond the town's horizon. Will protests disturb the calm here when the grand jury makes its decision? And will those protests turn violent?
I don't expect bad things to happen. I think there may be bits and pieces of it, but I don't expect it to be real bad, but it could.
No one here quite knows what to expect, whether demonstrations will turn violent like they did in August, right after Michael Brown's death. On the street where he was shot and killed, a cousin of Brown says it's time for a resolution to this case. She's hoping that any protests stay peaceful.
As a family, we trying to keep the peace thing going, but we can only, our voice is so high.
There's still real anger near his memorial and a feeling of resignation that Officer Darren Wilson will be cleared of all charges.
It's too many people out here, man. It's too much going on. We not getting what we supposed to be getting right now. We supposed to have justice for Mike Brown. They're not giving us that at all.
On this Saturday, as townspeople went about their business, some police officers and residents engaged in a heated dialogue that could be a preview of things to come. A volunteer at a shop that sells Ferguson memorabilia says he's nervous about the next few days and says he's not the only one.
I know physically, I know I can feel it. It's tough to have the not knowing.
One Ferguson resident says even the prospect of heavy rain on Sunday won't douse emotions that could spill out once grand jurors finally make up their mind.
They got their jackets on. They cool. That's not stopping. This natural weather is not stopping anything at all. It can rain. Where's my umbrella? It's not stopping anything. Until we get our justice, it's not gonna be right.
Brown's cousin says people from all over the world, people of all races, have banded together to stop police injustice. She hopes that people respect that movement and to act peacefully when a verdict comes down, which we now believe will not happen until Monday at the earliest. Susan?
Hendrik, have the police had to deal with any local protests there? Have you witnessed anything?
They have. They've been dealing with protests over the last 3 nights. There have been a number of arrests, small number of arrests each night. And in fact, last night they arrested 2 men for firearms offenses. Apparently the men, police say, were planning to set off a bomb at a protest here in Ferguson. So we're having a few of those scattered incidents, certainly more than we've had here over the past couple of months. Clearly, people feel like something is afoot here and is about to happen, and they're gearing up for that.
Hendrik Sabrandi, we really appreciate it. As always, live in Ferguson. Thank you for the update.